Hi, this is Janet Chopsy Baby, and today I have in front of me a selection of empty cereal packets. And what I'm going to be doing with these cereal packets is make a window pane card, sometimes also known as a viewfinder. So what that's going to do is allow a small section, like a window, cut in the middle of the card, and a child with ADHD can use them on activity sheets and in workbooks to help cut down the amount of visual distractions on a piece of paper. So like homework sheets that have got maybe different sections of things to do can be quite distracting. It can start becoming overwhelming for a child who really doesn't want to do homework anyway. So I've never made one of these before. I've said before, my crafting and making skills are just rubbish. So I've got a scalpel, I've got some empty cereal boxes. I'm going to be doing some cutting. What could possibly go wrong? So what you really need when you are cutting with a scalpel is a cutting mat to go underneath it. I don't have a cutting mat, I'm not that organised, I can barely find a ruler, so I'm putting everything on a stool and let's see what happens. So I'm just cutting the first piece of card up. As you can see, this is all professionally done with rulers and measurements. Nothing like a bit of impulsiveness. I don't know where they get the ADHD from at all, to be honest. So what I've done is I've cut out a more of a rectangle shaped piece of card. And what you really need to do is mark it out and measure it out really carefully with pens and rulers. Well, I could barely find a ruler in this house. I managed to find an Angry Birds ruler. It shows how much care and precision is taken with these kind of things in this house. So I've got a scalpel and I'm just cutting out a little window, which is great really, because you can show how you can put these things together really quickly. They don't have to take long. It's just a really quick, simple intervention that can be done. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and get a worksheet. So I've got here a homework worksheet that was in my daughter's book. I'm holding it at a funny angle because her name's written all over the top of it, but you can see classic dysgraphia going on here. And it's quite difficult for her to track visually these lines. It's too much information for her. It starts getting overwhelming and she gives up and gets disheartened quite quickly. This is just a piece of year 3 maths work. So here we've got the window pane, and what you can do is you could it takes like 30 seconds a minute to cut these things out, so you can actually cut it to size and get one that works really well to scale. So you can see how this immediately blocks out all the information on the page and just allows them to focus on the immediate thing they're doing, and they can't see the rest of the page. And if they don't need to, that's really helpful, because it just cuts down on everything, doesn't it? So this is a very simple, it is poorly made, but very simple window pane viewer.